Good evening, everyone. First Alert Storm Team meteorologist Joseph Williams with your Valley News Now evening forecast. Thanks for joining us. Currently, the temperature is 3 below in the Fargo-Moorhead area. The time is currently 5:36 p.m. and it is cold outside. Like I mentioned, 3 below in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Temperatures will climb slightly overnight. We'll get up into the single digits to low teens early Sunday morning, but then brutally cold temperatures will start settling back into our region Sunday night into Monday morning. And in fact, we have a First Alert weather day for Sunday night to Monday morning as we're First Alert tracking some dangerously low wind chills. But more importantly, we have a First Alert weather day for Sunday morning into Sunday night, tonight heading into Sunday evening, because we're tracking snow and some more wind, and that could lead to some more blizzard conditions in parts of our region. Just like what we saw this morning with I-29 between Grand Forks and the Canadian border being shut down due to blizzard conditions on that portion of I-29, we could see some road issues for Sunday because of strong winds whipping up the snow that's on the ground, leading to some more blowing snow and whiteout conditions. So let's get right to the forecast to kind of show you what I'm talking about. Again, I have that First Alert weather day for the overnight hours heading into Sunday, because we're looking at some snow showers and light snow accumulations overnight into late Sunday morning. Then between early Sunday morning and the Sunday night, we're looking at strong northwesterly winds picking up across the region. We could see gusts getting up to 60 miles per hour in spots, but at least in the 30 to 45 mile per hour range. And again, that's going to whip up that snow, leading to some low visibility across our region. So let's kind of get to the forecast to kind of show you what I mean. So again, we have our next weather maker. I picked the wrong hit, so I'm going to give me a minute. There we go. Again, that First Alert weather day for Sunday because of that blowing snow situation. Then for Monday morning, it's that dangerous cold situation. So let's talk about Sunday for overnight into Sunday first. Like I mentioned, overnight into Sunday morning, dealing with some snow showers and light snow accumulation in the process. Strong northwesterly winds Sunday morning into Sunday night, and that's going to whip up that snow, leading to low visibility, intermittent whiteout conditions, and travel impacts in the process. In fact, we do have a blizzard warning. This was issued a couple hours earlier, a blizzard warning for northeast North Dakota, the Red River Valley, and much of northwest Minnesota from about early morning to 9 p.m. and winter weather advisories in effect for the central Minnesota and for the James River Valley from early Sunday morning into Sunday evening. And that's because, well, basically the worst of the blowing snow threat will be in the Red River Valley. That's why we have the blizzard warning for the Red River Valley. The blizzard threat will not be as great. The blowing snow threat will not be as great in the James River Valley or central Minnesota, but it cannot be ruled out in those locations. And that means, again, low visibility, travel impacts due to slick roads from that blowing snow. And like I mentioned, it's a blizzard warning for much of the Red River Valley, and that's because, again, we could see lots of whiteout conditions, very low visibility from those whiteout conditions due to that snow getting lofted into the air. And that's because, again, we could see wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour in spots. There's also a wind advisory in effect for northeast South Dakota from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And that's because northwest gusts in between 45 to 55 miles per hour could blow around unsecured items and cause some blowing snow. This is the culprit right here. We got a clipper system sweeping in through Canada, basically like what happened with Thursday and Friday when we had a clipper system slide into a region. This clipper system is going to be, it won't bring much snow, maybe a couple inches, but this clipper system has a pressure gradient attached with it, and that means it's going to produce strong winds in the process. And you can see that swath of snow moving ahead of that low. It's getting closer to our region. Some radar echoes are already taking place west of Langdon, indicating moisture trying to reach the surface. But again, the heaviest snow is to the northwest of the Devil's Lake Basin. That swath of snow will make its way into the Devil's Lake Basin after 7 to 8 o'clock. And you can see what I mean on a first look forecast here. Swath of snow pushing into southeastern North Dakota by midnight, impacting all of eastern North Dakota and the Red River Valley by midnight. And then we'll continue seeing snow showers lingering in the southern areas of our region well into Sunday morning. I'm thinking that the bulk of the moisture will be out of our region by around 6 a.m. or so, but we'll still see some lingering flurries and showers in northwest Minnesota and the in southeastern North Dakota heading into Sunday morning. By early Sunday afternoon, that moisture will be basically out of our region altogether. How much snow will we see? Probably about 1 to 2 inches of accumulation, which may not seem like much. Maybe a couple areas getting up to 3 inches of accumulation. But one of the big issues that I mentioned is the winds. We'll see the winds picking up early Sunday morning, and as shown with Jamestown, we could see wind gusts staying in the 30 to 45 mile per hour range up until about 7 to 8 o'clock, at which point the winds die down. In Fargo, similar deal. Peak gusts will be in the into the 35 to 45 mile per hour range. I'm thinking that basically the worst of the winds will be between mid-morning, so like around 8 to 9 o'clock, and early evening, around like 6 to 7 p.m. That'll be the time frame where we have the strongest winds pushing through across the bulk of our region. And during that time, we could see wind gusts getting above 45 miles per hour. That's going to loft the snow into the air, like I mentioned. It's going to lead to some hazardous conditions in the process. So keep the VNN First Alert Weather app handy if you are traveling for Sunday. And in fact, if you can, it's best to stay at home for Sunday. At least stay at home between mid-morning to early evening, because that's when visibility will be at its lowest due to the whiteout conditions induced by the snow getting wafted into the atmosphere. One other thing we're keeping an eye on is the temperature. We got cold weather advisories for our entire region from Sunday afternoon into Monday morning, basically between 12 p.m. Sunday to 12 p.m. Monday, and that's because wind chills will be as low as 36 below zero in many spots, which may cause frostbite in as little as 10 minutes, and that's because, well, I remember that Clipper system? So the center of the low is more or less here. It's riding along a jet stream that has been dragging cold air from Canada and the Arctic down into the northern plains. That's why we've seen those bitter cold temperatures this morning, and we're looking at another round of cold heading into Monday morning. In fact, we're still looking at sub-zero temperatures across practically our entire region except for Jamestown and Oaks, which is hovering slightly above zero there. So it is cold across the region. Wind chills, therefore, are in the teens to 20s below zero, particularly cold in northwest Minnesota. Make sure to bundle up. Now, we will warm up, quote unquote, heading into Sunday morning. We'll see wind chills in the single digits to teens below zero. So it is going to be cold out there. Definitely make sure to bundle up, protect yourself from the cold. Then as we head into Sunday afternoon and evening, as that Clipper system brings the strong winds into our region, cold air flows in at the same time, leading to wind chills in the 20s below zero by Sunday afternoon and evening. Overnight into Monday morning, wind chills will be in the 30s below zero. It's not until Monday afternoon that wind chills end up improving. But another way for Sunday afternoon, we're looking at an air temperature of 1 above zero in Fargo versus a wind chill of 23 below in Fargo. 1 below and 26 below in Grand Forks, 3 below and 29 below for Thief River Falls. And this is for Sunday afternoon. Monday morning, it gets colder still. We're looking at air temperatures being in the single digits to teens below zero, with the coldest temperatures being in northwest Minnesota, and wind chills will be in the upper 20s to mid 30s below zero across our entire region. So we're looking at bitter cold heading our way. Make sure to bundle up, protect yourself from the cold. Make sure to limit outdoor exposure. And basically, if you can, stay indoors for Monday morning. So let's recap everything. Again, we got that first little weather day for Sunday morning due to the threat of blowing snow in parts of our region. We'll see the winds picking up from the northwest early Sunday morning in eastern North Dakota, spreading into northwest Minnesota late morning, early afternoon, and thereafter we're looking at wind gusts exceeding 45 miles per hour in many areas at times. Some areas may see wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. And again, with that snow shower threat moving in tonight, that's going to mean enough snow accumulation for the winds to pick up that snow and loft that material into the air, leading to low visibility across our region. So that's why Sunday is the first of the weather day. And then as the snow stops falling and the wind stops blowing Sunday night, we're trading that in for bitter cold, in fact, dangerous cold for Monday morning with wind chills in the 30s below zero. That can lead to frostbite in as little as 10 minutes. Now, by Tuesday, we will see temperatures climbing into the single digits to teens above zero. So we'll see temperatures improve slightly on Tuesday, but we are looking at a few more snow showers on Tuesday. So we're going to keep an eye on Tuesday as well. So definitely keep the VNL weather app handy for this upcoming Tuesday as we track those snow showers as well. And models also suggest that towards the end of the week, another blast of Arctic air will lead to sub-zero temperatures across our entire region. So we will keep an eye on this upcoming weekend too. But just to recap everything again, we got that first low weather day for Sunday and Monday morning due to the snow and strong winds and blowing snow and intermittent travel conditions on Sunday, and then the brutal cold heading into Monday morning, along with potentially some lingering accumulation on the road, some lingering slick roads heading into Monday morning, thanks to that leftover snow from Sunday morning. So again, that VNL First Alert Weather app will be handy. Now I'll be back on Valley News Live at 6 in just about 13 or so minutes. Time is currently 5:47 p.m. I'll be on Valley News Live at 6 in just about 13 minutes. I'm going to get off of here really quickly, but I've been giving updates on the VNL First Alert Weather app, and I'll be back on Valley News Live at 9 and 10 for tonight and for tomorrow night too, to give you the latest weather updates. In the meantime, make sure to have a winter weather plan in place for this Sunday because of that threat, again, of blizzard-like conditions possible in many areas across our region. Now, I'll also be back on the OTT live desk at about sometime between 8 to 8:30 to give another update on that snow as it starts pushing in. That's about the time we'll start seeing that snow crossing into northeastern North Dakota, and I'll give an update on the OTT live desk around 8 to 8:30 during that time. So be sure to tune in. I will give you an update on that. In the meantime, like I said, have a winter weather plan ready as we get closer to this upcoming system. Be safe out there, okay?